9:45. Halloween is a time for spooky thrills and imagination, but you know the holiday also brings some extra risk for our children and teens. We got Jeanne Ancar with the Parenting Center joining us to talk about some of those things that you just want to remember for your kids. We always get excited about Halloween, right, with the costumes and the candy, but I love that you've got some reminders from the Parenting Center.
Yeah. So first we'll talk about Halloween street smarts. So this includes just reminding your children to practice the same traffic safety rules they always do. Looking both ways, walking, not running. You know, and this also applies to costumes. So making sure that their costumes fit appropriately. It's not a tripping hazard. That if they have masks, they're still able to see.
Yeah, definitely. And I know a lot of the costumes are just so dark, especially if they're, you know, something like a bat or, you know, I don't know, can't think of something else, right? So, you know, sometimes you just can't see them, and that is, I think, an extra hazard at night, right? So
exactly.
Good reminders there, especially as you're trying to get those kiddos, you know, picking out what they're wearing and all those good things. And then when it comes to Halloween, I mean, everybody's sort of talking to a stranger, because you walk up to a trunk, you know, that's a new thing, trunk or treat.
People's houses.
Or someone's house. So how do we encourage them, like, what's good, what's bad?
Right. So especially if you have older children that are going out maybe alone, reminding them to stay in a group. If a stranger approaches them, not going into anyone's car or house for a treat, going over, you know, how to contact 911, you or another adult in case of an emergency. So just some good tips to give them.
Yeah, absolutely. A good time to remind them. And then finally, we know every kid is like, Mom, can I just have one, Mom? But you really got to check that candy.
Right, right. So just making sure that you check their treats before indulging. We all know that people have allergies, especially nut allergies. And making sure that the candy is age appropriate for the child. So toddlers, not making sure that they aren't having anything that's chokeable. So this is like jawbreakers, gums, hard candy, things like that.
Yeah, some great reminders there. And then I always love the Parenting Center because you guys give us great topics to talk about, but you also have a ton of great classes that people can just join by popping on Zoom.
Yeah, so our next class coming up is October 24th, The Importance of Play from 6 to 7 on Zoom.
Easy, so you can just stay from the comfort of your home and get a little education. Thanks so much for joining us.
No problem, thank you.
Always a treat when we have y'all in.